You've watched it happen. You've seen someone with fewer qualifications, fewer connections, or hours logged somehow pull ahead financially in ways that look almost unfair. Like they know something everyone else missed. Like they found a crack in the system and slipped through it while everyone else kept banging on the locked front door. They did find it. Welcome to the Reality Revolution. I'm your host, Brian Scott. Today we're talking about the abundance glitch. Before we go any further, I wanted to invite you to a 4-day event, an advanced event I'm hosting in Maui, Hawaii on May 14th through the 17th at the Westin Maui. It's going to be beautiful and amazing. Tickets are still available for this. You can get tickets at www.brianscottlive.com/Hawaii-2026. This will be the most immersive, advanced live retreat I've ever hosted, and we will take you to the deepest levels of your infinite soul and shift you into your greatest timeline. It is the ultimate shift. So today I want to talk about the abundance glitch. There's a glitch in the system, a flaw in the architecture of how reality distributes wealth, a crack in the wall between where you are and where money lives, and the people who find it, the ones who stumble into this specific frequency, who accidentally or deliberately tune their signal to this exact channel. They start receiving money from directions that defy every logical explanation. Opportunities materialize out of thin air. Contracts appear from strangers. Offers land in their inbox from people they've never met. The right person shows up at the right moment and says the right thing, and suddenly a door swings open that was completely invisible 5 seconds ago. You've watched it happen. You've seen someone with fewer qualifications, fewer connections, or hours logged somehow pull ahead financially in ways that look almost unfair. Like they know something everyone else missed. Like they found a crack in the system and slipped through it while everyone else kept banging on the locked front door. They did find it, and you're about to find the same one, because there is a glitch, a real, measurable, exploitable flaw in how this reality operates. And once you see it, you will wonder how you ever missed it. You'll wonder how you spent years, maybe decades, grinding against a system that had a wide open back door the entire time. Here's the glitch, stated plainly: money has a frequency. Abundance has a signal, and the system that distributes wealth in this reality responds to that signal the way a vending machine responds to the right code. Punch the wrong code and the machine just stares at you. Punch in the right one and everything you want drops into the tray. Most people are standing in front of the machine pressing random buttons, working harder, working longer, trying different combinations of effort and sacrifice and hustle, hoping that the next sequence will be the one that finally pays off. And sometimes it does, randomly, inconsistently, just often enough to keep them pressing buttons for another decade. But the people who found the glitch, they know the code. They punch it in once, and the machine keeps dispensing over and over from multiple trays, sometimes trays they never knew existed. Money from unexpected directions, income from sources that seem to have appeared out of nowhere. Financial windfalls that look like luck to everyone watching but feel like physics to the person experiencing them. Because that's exactly what it is, physics. The science is already here. Quantum mechanics proved decades ago that the observer affects the observed, that particles exist as waves of probability, pure potential, formless, undefined, until a conscious observer collapses them into a specific physical reality. Your attention is literally selecting which version of the possible becomes the version of the actual. Every moment, every second, your consciousness is choosing what gets rendered. And here's where the glitch lives. The system renders wealth the same way it renders everything else, based on signal, frequency. electromagnetic broadcast your body is generating right now in this moment as you absorb these words. Change the broadcast, change what's getting rendered. It really is simple, and that is terrifying because it means the only thing standing between you and financial abundance has never been your resume, your connections, your childhood, your education, your industry, your location, or the economy. It's been your signal, your frequency, the internal code you've been running since childhood. And that code is about to be rewritten. Let's talk about the code you're currently running. You were programmed, every human is, from the moment you took your first breath. You began absorbing financial code from every person, institution, and experience in your environment. Your parents' relationship with money, their anxiety, their arguments, their silence around it, got installed in your subconscious before you could form a sentence. You were downloading their money code through tone of voice, through body language, through specific ways your mother's shoulders tensed when the bills arrived. By age 7, your core financial operating system was already written, already running, already filtering every experience through its lens. And you had zero say in what got installed. Then school added more code. Work hard, follow instructions, wait your turn. Trade time for money at a rate someone else determines. Be grateful for what you get. The whole system was designed to produce employees, people who exchange their life energy for a predictable paycheck and feel lucky to have the arrangement. Social media added the final layer. Now you scroll through curated wealth displays while algorithms designed to trigger inadequacy serve you ads for things beyond your current reach, which deepens the scarcity signal, which keeps you scrolling, which serves more ads, a closed loop, a perfectly engineered cycle that turns your attention into someone else's revenue while keeping your financial frequency locked in the basement. All of this, every layer of programming, every inherited belief, cultural message about money, it's just a code, just software, and the software can be uninstalled. Software can be overwritten. The same neuroplasticity that allowed every piece of scarcity programming to embed itself in your brain is the exact mechanism that allows you to remove it and replace it with something entirely different. That replacement is happening right now. Your brain treats a vividly imagined experience as identical to a real one. Harvard neuroscientists demonstrated this with piano players who practiced only in their minds, imagining the keys, imagining their fingers moving, imagining the music, and developed the same neural connections, the same finger strength, the same accuracy as players who physically practiced for the same duration. Brain scans confirmed it. The neural architecture was indistinguishable. When you imagine lifting a heavy object, your motor cortex fires the same muscle fibers. When you imagine a threatening scenario, your amygdala activates cortisol, floods your bloodstream, your heart rate spikes, your body responds to vivid imagination as if it were physical reality, every single time, without exception. So when you generate the feeling, the full-body neurochemical electromagnetic feeling, being someone for whom money flows constantly and easily, your brain treats it as real. Your nervous system treats it as real. Your endocrine system starts producing hormones of wealth and ease and expansion, dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, the exact chemical signature of a person who is financially free. And here's where the glitch becomes exploitable. Reality treats it as real too, because the system is reading your signal. Only your signal. Your circumstances are irrelevant to the rendering engine. Your bank balance is irrelevant. Your credit score is irrelevant. What happened last year is irrelevant. The system that distributes abundance in this reality responds exclusively to your present moment electromagnetic broadcast, the one being generated right now by the most powerful electromagnetic organ in your body, your heart. Your heart generates an electromagnetic field 5,000 times stronger than your brain's. It extends several feet beyond your body, in every direction, in a measurable, quantifiable torus shape. It interacts with the fields of every person and object in your environment. And it carries information. It carries your emotional state. It carries your frequency. The HeartMath Institute has measured this. When your heart enters a coherent state, a state produced by emotions like gratitude, appreciation, and certainty, its electromagnetic broadcast shifts into a waveform that measurably influences the electromagnetic fields of people standing nearby. Your heart is a transmitter, and when you change what it's transmitting, you change what the system sends back. This is the glitch. The system has a back door, and the key is your own physiology. You carry the hack inside your own chest. So let's change the signal. Right now, in real time, in this body, feel yourself in this moment. Skip the stories, skip the analysis. Go straight to the raw sensation of being alive right now. The weight of your body, the temperature of the air touching your skin, the hum of electricity running through your nervous system. That constant, subtle vibration that exists underneath every thought, worry, or plan, that hum is your frequency. That's what the system is reading. That's the signal that determines what gets rendered in your physical experience. And we're about to shift it to a channel that has been broadcasting abundance since before you were born. A channel that has always been available. Always running, always waiting for you to tune in. Imagine a panel deep in the center of your chest. A control interface, sleek, precise, responsive. Something engineered with intelligence far beyond human technology. It activates the moment you notice it, illuminating with a warm, golden light, as if it's been dormant for years and your attention just switched it on. On this panel, there's a single primary dial, your abundance frequency, and there's a readout showing the current setting. Look at the number. Just observe it. Maybe it's been sitting at 30% for as long as you can remember. Maybe it fluctuates between 40 and 50. Maybe it's lower than you'd expect. Irrelevant. That number is a relic. It was set by other people's fears, by inherited code, by cultural programming. It was never yours to begin with. Reach for the dial. Feel it respond to your touch, and begin to turn it, slowly at first. Feel the resistance. That's the old code pushing back. Scarcity programming has a survival instinct of its own. It fights to maintain itself because in some ancient, outdated way, it believes that keeping you small keeps you safe, invisible, unremarkable, below the radar of anything that could hurt you. That code served a purpose once in a world of genuine physical danger when drawing attention meant drawing predators. Staying small was smart, but that world is gone. You live in a world where attention creates opportunity, where visibility creates income, where expansion is the natural trajectory of everything that's alive. So push through this resistance. Turn the dial past 50. Feel the atmosphere around you shift. Something in the room changes. Something in the air gets warmer, more charged. Past 60, a buzzing starts in your solar plexus and radiates outward. Past 70, your posture changes on its own. Spine straightening, chest opening, shoulders relaxing down your back. Past 80, a smile begins to form and you can feel it rising from somewhere deep, somewhere primal. As if some ancient part of you recognizes this frequency and is celebrating the return. Past 90, your whole body feels electric, alive in a way that's different from 5 minutes ago, humming at a frequency you can physically feel in your bones. Now turn it all the way up, full power, maximum abundance frequency. Every channel open, every receptor active, every cell in your body receiving the new signal simultaneously. Feel the cascade, a warm flood of energy moving through your entire system, through organs, muscles, through blood, through bone. 70 trillion cells receiving the new instructions set in a single wave. Every mitochondria, every microscopic power plant in every cell, recalibrating its energy output to match this frequency. Your entire body is becoming a different kind of antenna, tuned to a different station, receiving a completely different broadcast from the field of infinite possibility. This is your new signal. This is what the system reads now when it scans you. And the system always delivers to match the signal, always. Here's what happens next. And this is where people who found the glitch always struggle to explain it to people who are running the old frequency. Because it sounds impossible, it sounds made up. It sounds like magical thinking from someone who got lucky and created a narrative to explain it. But it's consistent, it's replicable, it's predictable, and it starts fast. Within hours, sometimes within the same day, synchronicities begin multiplying. You overhear a conversation between strangers that contains the exact piece of information you needed. Someone mentions your name to the right person, completely unprompted. An old opportunity you forgot about resurfaces with a yes. You open your phone on a random impulse. You see a post you'd normally scroll past. Follow a link, discover a resource, connect with a person, and income appears from a direction you never anticipated. This is the glitch in action. It rearranges the invisible web of timing, connection, and probability to create pathways for money to reach you. The money already existed. The opportunities already existed. The people would connect you to them already existed. They were all right there, right in your environment, right in your extended network. But at the old frequency, they were invisible to you and you were invisible to them. The system simply failed to connect you because your signal was tuned to a different channel. Now the connections happen rapidly, precisely, with an elegance that makes your rational mind deeply uncomfortable because there's no linear explanation for it. The right email arrives 20 minutes before you thought about a new income stream. The right person reaches out to you on the same day you decided to pursue a new direction. Money appears in amounts that match your needs with a specificity that looks designed because it is designed by the system in response to your signal. People who live in this glitch permanently, the ones who found it years ago and never left, all describe it the same way. They say money finds them. They say things just work out. They say they feel guided, pulled toward the right decisions rather than having to push and grind and force their way toward outcomes. They look lucky from the outside. From the inside, they feel like they're cooperating with something larger than themselves, something that wants to give them exactly what they need, exactly when they need it. That's the glitch. It's a cooperation between your signal and the system's response. When the signal is clear and strong and coherent, the system responds with overwhelming generosity. When the signal is scrambled by fear, doubt, and scarcity programming, the system responds with static. Same system, same person, different signal, completely different results. The first thing that has to shift for the glitch to fully activate is your capacity to receive. Most people have a blocked receiver. They deflect compliments. Someone says, "Great work," and they say, "Oh, it was nothing." Someone offers to buy them lunch and they refuse. Someone tries to help and they insist on handling it alone. Every deflection sends an instruction to the system. Stop sending abundance to this address. The recipient keeps returning the package. Every "oh, that too much" is a rejection signal. Every "please, you've done enough already" is a frequency broadcast that says I'm uncomfortable receiving. And the system hears that broadcast loud and clear and adjusts its delivery accordingly. It sends less because you keep telling it to. So right now, reconfigure your receiver. Feel it in your body. Feel your hands soften and open. Feel your chest expand. Feel something at the very top of your head release and open. Like a skylight that's been painted shut for years, finally cracking open to let the light pour in. You are designed to receive. Your body is a receiving instrument of extraordinary sensitivity. Every sense organ is a receiver. Your skin is a receiver. Your nervous system is a receiver. Your heart's electromagnetic field is a receiver. You were built for this. Every cell in your body knows how to accept abundance. You've just been running a program that jammed the signal. The jam is cleared now. You receive money. You receive opportunities. You receive help freely. You receive gifts with pleasure instead of guilt. You receive unexpected income. You receive praise and let it land in your body instead of bouncing off your armor. You receive and you receive and you receive, and every act of receiving tells the system to send more. The second shift is circulation. Money is energy, and energy that stops moving dies. A river that flows creates an ecosystem. Fish, plants, birds, entire communities form around moving water. A river that gets dammed becomes a stagnant pool that breeds decay. The same water, the same H2O molecules moving, it creates life. Still, it creates death. People who hoard money out of fear are building dams. They're stopping the flow, watching the number in their account like it's a life support monitor, terrified that any onward movement will drain them. And that fear, that clenching, contracting, holding on energy, is the strongest scarcity signal of a human being that they can broadcast. The system reads it instantly and matches it. Less flows in because less is flowing out. The river shrinks, the ecosystem withers. The people who circulate money, who spend with genuine enjoyment, who invest with conviction, who give with real pleasure, they create rivers so wide and fast that the system has to increase the flow just to maintain the current. Money moves through them in massive volumes, in and out, in and out, and the total volume increases constantly because the channel keeps expanding to accommodate the flow. Feel yourself becoming that river now. Feel the energy of money flowing through you, in from above, out through your hands, in from the sides, out toward things that matter to you. In some sources you've never imagined, out toward investments and experiences and contributions that thrill you. A constant, powerful, rushing movement of financial energy that grows stronger with every cycle. You are a channel, a conduit. Abundance flows through you, and every time it does, it widens the channel more. This is the physics of flow. This is how the glitch operates at the macro level. The more you allow through, the more arrives. Always. The third shift takes you from receiving abundance to generating it. Something happens to your cognition when your frequency stabilizes at this new level. Ideas start arriving differently, faster, clearer, more complete. You'll be in the middle of something ordinary, taking a shower, driving, making coffee, and fully formed concept will drop into your awareness, like a file completing a download. A business idea, a creative project, an investment insight, a solution to a problem that thousands or millions of people share. These ideas feel different from normal thinking. Normal thinking is effortful. You push through mental fog, you weigh options, you second guess. These downloads arrive clean, complete, with a charge, certainty that's almost physical. You feel them in your chest before you fully understand them in your mind. Your body recognizes them before your intellect catches up. That's because they're coming from the field pulled into focus by your frequency, and your body's electromagnetic system detects them before your cognitive system can process them. Every solution to a widespread problem is a source of massive income. That's a law of economics as reliable as gravity. Find a pain point that enough people experience, solve it elegantly, and money flows toward that solution automatically. The system rewards problem solvers with abundance proportional to the scale of the problem they solve. And at this frequency, you start seeing problems everywhere. The way an architect walks into a building and instantly sees structural possibilities that everyone else walks right past. Your perception sharpens. Your pattern recognition accelerates. Connections between disparate ideas start firing in your brain with a speed that surprises even you. You become the kind of person who has ideas that make other people say, "How do you see these things?" Because they were operating at the old frequency, and at the old frequency, those ideas are invisible. They exist as potential, as probability waves in the quantum field. But they only collapse into specific actionable insights when a consciousness tuned to the right frequency observes them. Your consciousness right now at this frequency, the ideas are already here. They've been here. You just became able to see them. And then something even more remarkable begins. Your intentions start bending probability. Physics calls it non-locality, the proven phenomenon where particles separated by any distance instantaneously correlate with each other, as if space is irrelevant. Your consciousness is non-local. Your intention is non-local. When you hold a clear, emotionally vivid financial intention from the state you're in right now, this fully activated high-frequency coherent state, it reaches across apparent space and time and begins rearranging circumstances faster than any amount of pure hustle ever could. You still take action, of course you do. But the action transforms. It stops feeling like pushing a boulder uphill and starts feeling like stepping into a current that's already moving in your direction. You pick up your phone and know exactly who to contact. You sit down to work and the ideas come so fast your fingers barely keep up. Decisions that used to take weeks of agonizing deliberation resolve themselves in seconds with a clarity that feels like remembering rather than figuring out. Everything accelerates. Every effort multiplies. Every hour of work from this frequency produces more results than a week of grinding from the old one. Because you're aligned with the flow of the system itself. You're moving with it instead of against it. You're cooperating with the glitch instead of fighting the locked front door. And eventually, maybe now, maybe soon, maybe in the flash of recognition that hits you in the middle of listening to this sentence, you see the full picture. You see what the glitch actually is, and it changes everything about how you understand reality. The glitch is that abundance was always the default. Scarcity was the error. Limitation was the bug in the code. The belief that there is never enough, that resources are finite, that wealth is a competition, that your gain requires someone else's loss, that was a virus that got installed on the original operating system of human consciousness and spread so thoroughly that everyone assumed it was a feature. Look at nature. Look at the actual physical universe you inhabit. There are more stars in the observable cosmos than grains of sand on every beach on Earth. A single oak tree drops enough acorns to seed a forest. One dandelion launches enough seeds to fill a meadow. The human body contains more atoms than there are stars in the Milky Way. Nature operates in explosive, almost reckless excess. Abundance is the operating principle of everything that exists. And you are made of the same stuff, built by the same intelligence, running the same code as the oak tree in the galaxy and the dandelion seed that becomes a field of gold. You are abundance in human form. You are the universe's way of experiencing its own wealth through human hands, human creativity, human imagination. Feel that truth landing in your body. Feel the weight of it settling into your bones, into your cells, into the marrow. You are abundant already, completely. The way the ocean is already wet, the way the sun is already bright. It's your fundamental composition, your elemental nature. Everything else, every story of lack, fear of running out, every anxious midnight calculation was paint on the surface of something infinite. The scarcity was never real. It was a program, a layer of code installed on top of a perfect system by well-meaning people who inherited the same corrupted file from their parents, who inherited from theirs, going back generations. Nobody chose it. Everyone just accepted it, like a default setting that nobody thought to change because nobody knew it could be changed. You're changing it now. And here's the mechanism that makes the change permanent. The force that locks the new frequency into your nervous system so thoroughly that the old programming loses the ability to reboot. Gratitude. Skip everything you think you know about gratitude. Skip the journals, skip the platitudes, skip the social media posts about being thankful on Thursdays. That's the surface version. The version you're about to access is something else entirely. Gratitude at the level we're talking about is a technology. It's the most powerful frequency amplifier available to the human nervous system. Here's why. The electromagnetic signature of genuine gratitude is identical to the electromagnetic signature of having what you want. Identical. The heart math researchers measured this. When you feel deep, authentic gratitude, the kind that lands in your chest like warm honey and spreads through your whole body, your heart produces a coherent electromagnetic waveform. That's a system reads as fulfillment, as completion, as somebody who has already had what they need. The system is unable to distinguish between a person who has $1 million and feels grateful for it, and a person who has $10 and feels genuinely, cellularly grateful for the million that's already on its way. The signal is identical, the rendering is identical. The only variable is the time it takes for the physical reality to catch up with the signal. And that gap compresses dramatically as the signal strengthens. So feel it now, right now in your body. Feel grateful for the next deposit before it arrives. Feel grateful for the idea that's about to download into your mind at the perfect moment. Feel grateful for the investment about to multiply. Feel grateful for the unexpected check, the surprise payment, the client who insists on paying more than you quoted, the opportunity that finds you through a chain of connection so improbable it feels engineered by something that knows exactly what you need. Because something does know, the system knows, and you just gave it the right signal. Feel this gratitude with the certainty of someone who has the tracking number. The package is shipped. You can see it moving across the map toward your door. The delivery is confirmed. The only remaining question is timing. And even that is compressing as your signal strengthens. Here's what turns a single activation into a permanent transformation. The piece that makes this self-sustaining, self-reinforcing, self-amplifying, it's the loop. Abundance arrives, and at this frequency it arrives fast. You feel gratitude for it. Gratitude amplifies your signal. The amplified signal draws more abundance. More abundance produces more gratitude. More gratitude strengthens the signal further. Stronger signal, more abundance. More abundance, deeper gratitude. An upward spiral with zero ceiling. Feedback loop that accelerates over time rather than fading. Most people are trapped in the reverse loop without realizing it. Something goes wrong financially, fear spikes, the fear lowers their frequency. The lower frequency attracts more scarcity. More scarcity triggers more fear. A downward spiral that accelerates into survival mode. Reactive decisions, contracted thinking, the feeling of walls closing in month after month. That loop is done. It's been replaced. The upward spiral is your new default, your new automatic response to every financial event, positive or unexpected. Something goes well, gratitude, amplification, more abundance. Something goes sideways, gratitude for redirection, amplification, better outcomes from the angle you never anticipated. Every scenario feeds the upward spiral. Every experience becomes fuel for expansion. The loop has zero exit point towards scarcity. It only moves in one direction, more. There's one more piece of old code that needs to be addressed. Somewhere in your subconscious, there's a number, a ceiling, an invisible line that marks the upper boundary of what you believe you're allowed to have. You felt it operate. You get close to a certain income level and something inexplicable happens. An unexpected expense, a client drops off, an investment underperforms, something breaks. It looks like bad luck. It's the ceiling enforcing itself. It's your subconscious hitting the emergency brake because you approached the boundary of what old programming designated as appropriate for someone like you. That ceiling was installed by people who had their own ceilings. Your parents had one. Their parents had one. Your teachers, your peers, your culture, everyone around you broadcast their own upper limits, and you absorbed them the way you absorbed everything else, unconsciously, automatically, before you had the awareness to question any of it. The ceiling is dissolving now. Feel it. Feel it losing structural integrity. Feel it softening, thinning, becoming transparent. It was never made of anything real. It was made of inherited belief, and belief dissolves the moment you see through it. I recently experienced this. I'm somebody that teaches prosperity, yet I had a sudden increase in income. And then I had a huge expense that came right after, and I became aware this was some pattern I was unaware of, and so I dissolved it. I was grateful to experience that limitation and that pattern now, because now I knew it was there, and I knew that I had the ability to dissolve and change it. The sun keeps shining regardless of how many people stand beneath it. Candle stays bright when it lights 100 other candles. A song loses 0 notes regardless of how many ears receive it. Your abundance diminishes no one. Your wealth takes from no one. Your prosperity adds to the total amount of prosperity available because wealth, like energy, is created. It emerges from consciousness, from creativity, from the intersection of ideas and action, and there is 0 limit on any of those things. So the ceiling is gone. I call upon your higher self, your guides, your angels, to remove this ceiling if there is any portion of it remaining. See the sky above where it used to be, open, infinite, unbounded. There is 0 amount that is too much for you. The same force that generates every form of abundance on this planet runs through your body now, reads through your neurons, beats in your heart. The only difference between your previous financial experience and what's coming is the signal. And you change the signal today permanently. Let's write this into your body so deeply that it becomes biological, structural, automatic. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel the weight and solidity of your physical form. Now feel that golden light, the one that appeared when you activated the panel in the chest. Feel it expanding, filling your entire torso, flooding your arms, pouring down your legs, reaching your fingers and toes, and the top of your skull, dense, warm, heavy with information. This light carries the new code. The code is simple. I am a permanent match to abundance. Money flows to me the way water flows downhill. Because physics, because frequency. Because the signal I broadcast makes it inevitable. I have stopped asking for abundance and started being abundant. There is 0 gap between what I am and what I receive. They are the same thing. The code is writing itself into your DNA right now. Your DNA, which is responsive to electromagnetic signals, which changes its expression based on emotional states, which epigenetic research has proven is far more fluid and adaptive than the old fixed blueprint model ever suggested. Your DNA is expressing a new pattern. The abundance sequence. New proteins folding, new hormones releasing, new neural connections forming and strengthening with every second you hold this state. You are becoming biologically different from the person who started hearing these words. Your cells have received instructions they've never received before. Your heart is broadcasting a signal it has never broadcast at this sustained intensity. Your brain is wiring new pathways that will fire automatically without conscious effort every time a financial stimulus enters your awareness. See abundance, feel gratitude, Amplify signal, receive more. The cycle is now embedded in your neurology. The way breathing is embedded. You think about it as much as you think about your heartbeat, which is to say you trust it completely and let it run. The glitch is active. It's running in your system now, in your cells, in your heart, in the neural networks that just formed and strengthened over the course of this experience. It operates in the background, the way your immune system operates, constantly, silently, automatically scanning for abundance, the way your immune system scans for threats. Only this system scans for opportunity, for income, for connection, for every pathway through which money can reach you. And those pathways are multiplying right now. The system is already rearranging. The emails are being composed. The conversations are happening. The connections are already forming in rooms you've never entered between people who are about to think of you at exactly the right moment. Watch for the evidence. It arrives fast. Money from unexpected sources, an opportunity you never applied for, a person reaching out with exactly the offer you needed, an idea landing in your mind so completely and so electric that you know in your body and your bones that it's real, that it works, that the glitch delivered it directly to you. Some of it will be subtle at first, parking spot that opens up in front of the building, a discount you never asked for, a free upgrade. These are the system's way of testing the connection, sending small packets of abundance to confirm that your receiver is open and functioning. Accept everyone. Celebrate everyone, because each small confirmation strengthens the signal for the larger ones that follow. And then the larger ones come. A phone call that changes your financial trajectory, an introduction that leads to a partnership, that leads to a revenue you never imagined, a creative project that takes on a life of its own and generates income while you sleep. The scale increases because the signal is strong and getting stronger every day. Refuse to dismiss any of its coincidence. Every synchronicity is a confirmation signal. Every unexpected dollar is proof that the frequency is working. Every piece of evidence strengthens the loop, amplifies the signal, widens the channel, increases the flow. The old program is gone. The scarcity code has been overwritten. The fear-based operating system that kept you small and invisible and in perpetually just barely getting by has been replaced by something original. Something that was underneath it. The factory settings, the default abundance that existed before anyone ever taught you to be afraid of having too much. You found the glitch. You found the flaw in the system that everyone told you was unbreakable, the crack in the wall that everyone said was solid, the frequency that everyone who broadcasts it agrees on the same thing. Once you find it, everything changes, everything. The speed of it is shocking. The precision of it is almost eerie. The ease of it makes you wonder why you ever did it any other way. The abundance glitch is active. It's permanent. It's yours. And it starts paying out immediately. Go live your life and watch what happens. Watch the first confirmations arrive faster than you expect. Watch the second one land faster still. Watch how by the end of this week, you're standing in the middle of your own life, shaking your head, laughing at the speed and precision and impossible ease of it all. The glitch is active. Let it run. You can find all episodes of The Reality Revolution at therealityrevolution.com. Now is the best time to join the Reality Revolution tribe, where you will find exclusive content that you cannot find on my channel, weekly group coaching sessions. We have 15 so far with unique meditations you've never heard, masterminds, networking events, study sessions, workbooks that are detailed in regards to my episodes. It's all available to you now. You can find the link in the description at school.com, SKOOL.com/Reality Revolution. And welcome to the Reality Revolution.